I'm Aurora and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am an ex-blogger and ex-copywriter turned fiction writer from the UK. I am currently writing the second draft of my romance novel, and I have got a few other things that I'm working on as well, which are in various stages. And I will be talking about those more in vlogs when I start doing vlogs. But today I wanted to talk about my top 3 writing books. Now, bear in mind, I did write professionally. I was a non-fiction writer. But I have also been, writing stories since I was a child, so I'm not new to the world of storytelling either. I picked 3 books, and one is more, I find, inspirational, one is more technical, which is great if you are a copywriter or a fiction writer, and the third one is more for fiction writing, and I found immeasurably helpful, and they're all fairly popular books. I'm not, reinventing the wheel here, but there is a reason we do keep bringing them up. So my first book is Stephen King's On Writing. This is, as it says, part biography, part collection of tips for the aspiring writer. And I think it's really great, and I call it the inspirational one because the thing is, we look at people when they are, at the top of their game. When we see someone's writing, we see it at the end, we see the finished product, but we don't see the days, the weeks, the months, even the years that got to that point, that got to the finished book. And it's good to read it and see that he was getting rejections at the start of his career, and he couldn't get things published, and where he wasn't working as a writer, he was doing other things. And it's a good reminder that no matter how good someone is, they had to start from somewhere. So I really love this book. I don't love all the tips. He's very down on notebooks, and his way of writing is very pantser, and I am very much a plotter. I could not write the way he does. I have tried to. I was convinced for years, no, I'm absolutely a pantser. I can't do all the plotting and everything else. I never finished a story. As soon as I started plotting, I started finishing stories. It made a huge difference. So it's a really great book. I'm not a huge fan of his fiction personally. I'm not a huge fan of the writing style. That's just me. I know, very much in the minority. I love his stories though, which is wild. I think the stories he tells are fantastic. I just don't love the way he tells them. It's not my taste, and I'm not a huge horror fan. Bit of a wuss. Look at me. I am all cutesy and rainbow and hippie-ish. Clearly I like a happy ending way too much. So my second book, I actually really recommend this, is Steering the Craft by Ursula K. Le Guin. I'm really hoping that comes up. This is a very practical workbook. This will teach you the fundamentals of writing itself. It's not the storytelling. It is not how you build characters. It is how you write. It is the absolute building blocks. It is a writing lesson in a book, and I love that. And I was reading this while I was a copywriter and was like, this is actually really good advice just for what I do now. Like, oh damn, I feel like I'm getting told off by the teacher. Because, I did have some bad habits. Like, I didn't use AI because we were all very anti-AI in our office, actually, funnily enough. But she does actually talk a bit about AI, and it's actually more the spell check side of AI, where if you are constantly going along with, it was written at a point, I think, where it was starting to call out the grammatical errors as well, and it's not always accurate. This is why I will say, don't just rely on spell check, do employ a proofreader. I did actually go off and study proofreading. I did an online course in it, which was really helpful for my writing as well on a technical level. And it really helped me as a copywriter as well, because it introduced me to a lot of important things I needed to know for that job. But this is an excellent book. It is so well worth picking up a copy and looking at the lessons in it, and because it does have lessons at the end. So point of view and voice I've opened up. and you get exercises that get all broken down. I'm not really going to be able to show that, and you're not going to be able to read it, but yeah, it was so helpful. And you know, it does teach you about, you know, and yeah, the points of view is very much a, you know, a fiction writing thing, but there is also other more technical stuff about grammar that gets mentioned and things like that. So it is really, really helpful, and I absolutely love it. And I don't see as many people talking about it compared to, say, On Writing and my last book, but it's an excellent book. Highly recommend it, and Ursula K. Le Guin is was an incredible writer as well, you know. So my last book, and I'm pretty sure everyone saw this coming, was Save the Cat Writes a Novel. It is an excellent book, whatever genre you are writing in, because the thing is, it actually covers pretty much every genre. It will have romance, fantasy, I think horror's in there. You know, it really does cover all the bases really nicely for what you want to write. And it breaks everything down really lovely, because you've got the 3-act structure, but then you've got the points that need to be hit within that, which might make it sound like your writing is going to become very formulaic, but the truth is, all the best written books follow that formula and follow those beats, because they are how the story flows the best. And yeah, it works, and it's funny when you then read this and then go off and start reading fiction again, you can see all the plot points, and if you've got like a Kindle and you've got the percentage, you can see where it's coming as well. But it doesn't ruin like reading or anything like that. You're just like, oh yeah, this really does fit like this, and it's really cool. So yeah, it is an excellent book, and I did use it to plot a NaNoWriMo project one year. I didn't really, I should have taken that back to the drawing board and done something else, but I let everyone else convince me to do a different story. But yeah, it's an excellent book. It is well written, it is entertaining, and it is so very helpful when you are starting out as well. And even if you have got experience, as I say, this isn't my first time writing a novel. When I read this, it was, you know, my second attempt at a novel, and it has actually really helped me when it came to replotting my second draft of my current project. So yeah, I really hope that that was helpful, and you can get all those books, I think, like, you know, Kindle. Hell, I found On Writing in a charity shop. You know, your local bookstore, go and support them, because, you know, we need them. They are wonderful hubs of community, and just, you know, brick and mortar store, you just can't beat it for going and buying books. So yeah, I really hope you found this helpful, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. I love you all. Take care. Bye.